Hopefully this will stay on. Okay. Okay. So I think what happens is when I went to go live, my phone was not hooked up to my Wi-Fi. So it just kept kicking me out. So I just figured, I'll just redo. Do a redo, you know? Gotta do yourself a redo. So happy Tuesday. Hopefully, oh wow. I don't know which one I'm deleting. Ooh. Okay, I think this one is it. If something happens, then we know we're in the wrong one. Okay. No, I think. This is definitely weird. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to get rid of one of these lives. I don't know why there's two. Other than the fact that I got kicked out of my other one. So, yeah. Okay, I think we're going to do this. Let's see if it works. I don't even see my chat. Is anybody in here? Oh, no. Something is definitely up. Hold on, guys. I don't know what's going on here. This is now strange. So if you're commenting and I don't see it, I apologize. I am trying to fix it. Oh, boy. I don't know what's going on here. Definitely not good. Let's see what happens if we... I don't know what's going on. Hey, Heather. I'm trying to figure out which live stream is working, or we have two. Is it possible to have two? I thought I ended the other one, so okay. I'm very confused. I don't know what's going on. So we'll just work with this here. So anyways, happy Tuesday. It is Nick Carter's birthday. If you're not a Backstreet Boys fan, I'm sorry. I am. Which is, you know, okay. I was a huge Backstreet Boys fan back in the day. Still am. It's still showing. Oh, I wonder if anybody's over there. I'm trying to delete it. Hey, Jamie. I don't know. This is weird. Oh, well. Because I was going to delete the one that isn't working. Let me see here. Let me see what happens if I put it on... no, I can't put it on private. Unlisted. Wow. Hi, Lit Junior. I don't know. I just have to figure it out. Who knows? Maybe the other live is getting views, and I guess it's okay. Weird. No, I think this is definitely it here. Okay. All right. I don't know. My phone was acting up because what happens is, I turned my Wi-Fi off on my phone. So, okay, it says 0 watching. Oh, it says 0 watching here too. Oh, that's weird. Huh. Weird. I don't know what's going... Okay, so that one is still going? That's weird. YouTube is messing up my game today. Well, I'm not playing the game right now. That's later's live. I don't know why it's doing that. There is a way to shut that one down. Hold on one second. What a freaking mess. So, if you're over there, I apologize. I'm not even sure why it's still going. I ended it, and we're still here. So, weird. Very weird. I can't even... Okay, I know what I'm going to do. I am going to put it on private, and then that will be it. So nobody will find it. Very weird. There we go. There we go. I'm going to put that one on private, or it won't let me do that either. Wow. Something's up with YouTube. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm getting hours on both. But then people are going to get annoyed, I guess. I don't know what to do. Oh, well. Uh, um, very, very weird. It won't let me turn it down. Hey, H7. It's not letting me turn it down. It's not letting me do anything. I can't turn it off, so... Oh, boy. Weird. Very weird. Let me see if I can hit private, and it'll let me do it. Nope, it's not. Nope, done. Nope. Oh, I think I did it. I think I did it. Are we... Okay. I think that did it. Let me see if... Oh. Let me see if that worked. Please hold. Please hope it worked. Oh, that's weird. Now I'll just have a private live somewhere else that's just dipping and doing like Wendy Williams would say. Although, oh, that's what I definitely want to talk about today. So there are people on social media. Oh, it did? Awesome. Okay, as long as we're in the right one. I shouldn't have named the second one the same thing, but oh well. I thought it went off and then it didn't. So weird. So anyways, so yesterday we were talking about how there was a rumor going around that Wendy Williams was bashing Billie Eilish. And, you know, she's on a tear right now, Wendy. She's like going off, and she bashed she bashed Joaquin Phoenix about 2 weeks ago. And so now some people out there probably don't know the definition of bashing. Yeah, exactly. She's going to become Who's Wendy Williams real soon. So here's the thing. So people are saying that she had bashed Billie Eilish, and the power of YouTube is that her episodes do show up. She posts them every day. So I went to go watch it, and I was really expecting some really horrible thing that she had said. We talked about this yesterday in my live, that I was expecting, well, no, Wendy Williams is not a YouTuber. She has a talk show on Fox. She began her career on Hot 97, and then she moved on to a TV show. I was really expecting her to say something really ugly about Billie Eilish. And I'm not disappointed. I'm actually kind of glad she didn't. She didn't say anything, actually. I stopped watching her a long time ago because I don't have cable anymore. But I catch her from time to time. You know, it's I don't like to. I don't like to watch her anymore. And what she said about Joaquin Phoenix 2 weeks ago was just absolutely terrible. It was probably the worst thing I've ever seen. She says some pretty heinous things, but so, when people were saying she kind of bashed, they said that she kind of bashed Billie Eilish. No, we have to be honest here, okay? When we're as a tea spiller, you have to be honest. Like I said on my post last night on Facebook, is that there are 3 levels here. There's tea spillers, who, they talk about things that are going on, and, they throw a little bit of their 2 cents in, but they don't, it's like throwing your 2 cents in where you're just giving an opinion as to what is going on, but not bashing the other person. And then there's the level of gossip where, there's that. And then there is shit talking. And that's what I feel like Wendy Williams does. I feel like she's a shit talker. She is, she's somebody who just talks crap about people. And I don't think she really cares at this point what she says and what the consequences are. You also have to remember her TV show is, yeah, exactly. And here's the thing, her show is on Fox News, Fox. So, people are calling for her to be fired after what she said about Joaquin Phoenix, and so she should. I mean, I'm not for or against The View, but I do watch it from, again, I watch that from time to time as well. And the thing is this, is that, you know, when somebody, one of the hosts on The View says something about Trump or I don't know, whatever they say their stuff about, you know, they're automatically calling for them to be fired. And let's remember, you know, what Wendy Williams said about Joaquin Phoenix was not racist, but it was ableist because she was making fun of, you know, a handicap that that he has. And I thought that was pretty nasty. And that should be, you know, and apparently there were people who walked out of her, you know, her show. And, hey, Lewis, I am doing good. How are you today? How is your kitty, by the way? How's Sydney doing? I know that, you mentioned that he had a flu or something. Hope he's doing okay. So, so again, yesterday I was really expecting to go watch Wendy, and I expected her to see her, you know, bashing Billy, and that's not exactly what she said. Yeah, that was funny. I still can't believe they got her farting on the show. Well, if she can fart on the show, then I don't feel bad about half the stuff I do on here. Hi, the Artist Devil. It's not my birthday, but it's Nick Carter from the Backstreet Boys' birthday. We'll talk about that too, because I'm truly a huge fan. Hey, listen. I mean, if she's on national television and she could fart, then you know, yeah, farts are shit talkers' fuel. Yeah, but yeah, but you know, that's the thing is like, I don't think she didn't really bash Billy. All she did was cast her shade. She had a lot of nice things to say. Hi, Eagle VP. Hello. See, the thing is, she had a lot of nice things to say about Lizzo. She had a lot of nice things to say about, what's her name? Ariana Grande. But she just, when she said, she basically said the big winner of the night was Billy and her brother. And she didn't want to talk. She just said, oh, well, and good for them. She just said good for them and moving on. So, I mean, she really didn't say any well thought, but you could tell in my opinion, it looked like she was fighting herself. She was fighting to not say something that she was not meant to say. I guess in a sense, you know, it was best that she didn't. It was best that she didn't go there. I'm kind of glad she didn't. You know what I'm saying? It was better that she didn't go there. And, you know, Wendy, I think it's just time for her to, I think it's time for her to retire. It really is. I think she's got too much going on in her own personal life. And it seems, hey, Nature's Beauty, it seems to me that Wendy Williams is, you know, I think she's just not very good at her job. You know, I watch, yes, please don't forget to smash the button. You know, I watch Perez Hilton all the time. You know, Perez Hilton is very different than Wendy. And I know me and Perez have, you know, agreed a lot on what needs to happen with Wendy. I think she's done. But the thing is, like I said earlier, is that her show is on Fox. So they're okay with what she has to say because they're usually okay with, you know, that kind of language. So, and bullying and things like that. Although most media is at this point. We got to call a spade, you know. The media is just really ugly. I mean, look at the lady that said that horrible word when she was talking about Kobe Bryant. She called him the N-word. She lost her job, didn't she? Terrible. What a terrible thing to do. That was not an accident. I'm sorry. I watched that video many times, and I just replayed it and really listened to it. The woman from MSNBC, I really played it and listened to it. And that was just clearly what it was. There was no way you mixed the Lakers and the Knicks. That doesn't happen. No, lady, no. I don't know what you're on, but that's a load of crap. Okay. Yeah, she did it on purpose. Maybe she just didn't like her job. I don't know. Well, now she doesn't have to worry about it. Now she can schlep her tuchus all the way to the unemployment line. And she's not going to be able to get another job. I mean, listen. Hello, Tim Holmes. Welcome. You know, I know that job is hard. It's hard. I come on here every day. Sometimes once a day, sometimes 2 times a day. There was a time where I was here 3 times a day, 4 times a day even, you know. So I know it's difficult to come on here and talk to you guys all the time, but her way of the way she did it, that was clearly she was clearly very comfortable with the word that she said. I feel like in my world, if you say the word once, when you say it like that so freely like that, it basically shows that you're very comfortable saying that. Yeah. Yes, it should. It should be banned from the universe. I agree. It's a terrible thing, and and it's what's sad is there's a lot of people out there who complain that people are too sensitive or overly they're overly offended or easily offended. Well, that word is offensive. And now, I get it. I get it. There are people out there who say, oh, well, but they say that in rap songs. But that's their way of doing things, okay? Is it right? It's not my place to say whether or not it's right. It's not. But what I can say is that, like I said, the way that it came out, that was it sounded very comfortable. It sounded like it's some, what you don't just slip when you're comfortable saying a word like that. It just comes on out like butter. So, yeah, I get that. The artist devil. I didn't do that. Yesterday we talked about Thomas Valva, the little boy who was killed by his own dad here on Long Island. Yesterday, I mean, yeah, I guess it's kind of hard. I have to be honest. We are on YouTube, and people are You're right. There is an act of desperation. There is, so people on here are opportunists. I've met a lot of wonderful people here on YouTube, and I've met a lot of opportunist type folks. There are people who just take advantage of an opportunity for views. Yeah, absolutely, I agree. But the thing is, I don't think it's terrible. I mean, the thing is, I don't think it's terrible to, say rest in peace. I mean, my argument with Wendy is yesterday. I watched her show. Like I said, it was on YouTube, so I went and watched it. My thing with Wendy is this. Okay, she went on for 10 minutes talking about, Kobe's death. And then she, not only did she do that, but then she goes on talking about how life is too short and that, we need to do better and things like that. But then she kind of, like I said, she gave Billie Eilish she just, I don't know, Wendy Williams saying that life's too short and stuff is a bunch of baloney in my books. She lives off this kind of stuff. Oh, wow. That's a very sad, really? They're saying that? I hope that's not true because he took about, what, 9, there was 9 people on that helicopter, so that would mean he took those people down with him. I hope that's not true. That would be sad. And he took his kid with him, too? I don't know. That seems a bit extreme. Don't you think? I think that sounds a little bit on the extreme to think that he would do something like that. I mean, unless if all the other people wanted to go with him. I don't know. Yeah, we do need to love and help each other. Yeah, you're right. I don't know. That seems a bit extreme. People are actually accusing him of that. And that's why the media is in trouble all the time. They say the stupidest crap. He wasn't flying that helicopter. That's a terrible thing to say. I hope it's not true. It's like I said, there were innocent people on that flight. Um, but that seems like that even sounds like the media is trying to make. Well, you know how they are. They make big money off these things, you know. That sounds like they're trying to cash in on him too. That's a shame. If they're lying about that, that's terrible. There's so many people out there who are suffering from mental health issues and stuff. Hey, Adelaide. There are a lot of people out there who are suffering from mental health issues and who have done that stuff. I've lost friends to that myself. I've made attempts in the past. So if the media made a mistake, which it sounds like it, because none of that would make any sense, then they will have to pay for that. Wow, that's terrible. Really? And then people get upset with The Simpsons, right? The Simpsons always, well, no, The Simpsons kind of predicted the future on some things. That crafty Sam Simon. And, yeah, wow, that's terrible. Wow. Well, yeah. I mean, the fact that it happened they made that a long time ago, and then all of a sudden it happened. Wow, that's terrible. But I don't think he took himself out. That seems a bit extreme. Don't you think? I think whoever is involved in that needs to, whoever is saying these things will really need to lose their job too. I know that there are people who are upset because TMZ reported it before it happened or before it was released. I mean, that is what they do. I don't know. No. Why would you say that? Oh, here we go. The programmer, I don't even know you. Oh, yeah? Who said that? The programmer, I don't even know you. I don't even know you. Hard to do something when you don't even... Nope. Oh, here we go. Mm-hmm. Wow. Oh, they definitely are. Definitely are. I guess I'll have to keep an eye outside my window. Because 2 weeks ago I was doxxed. So, yeah, that's right, Adelaide. That is pretty rude. I mean, how would you even get that? Hey, Eric. I mean, how would you even get that idea? I said I've been saying I've been single for 10 years, so I don't even know how that would even come about. But weird. I have an idea who these people are, so that's sad. But anyways, moving on. But yeah, I hope that's not the case. I really hope that yeah. Can you believe that? I'm not even going to say anything at this point because I have odd feelings as to who these people are. And hey, RSDT, how are you? Long time no see. How are you doing over there? Can you believe this crap? Whatever. Good for you. But anywho, we're gonna get back to the conversation because, you know, thank you, RSDT. Always can count on you. How are you doing? Should I be looking out my window for the cops too? Oh, Lord. See, that's something I still don't understand, the whole concept of swatting somebody. I really don't. You want to get me views? I'd appreciate it, but I don't really want it, you know? Yeah. Exactly. You know, trolls on YouTube are people who can't even get their own channel under. I'm not afraid of cops, so, ooh. So, I'm not worried about it. Yeah. I have not tried this Discord thing. I hear a lot about that. But, no, haven't tried that. But anyways, you know, it's just stupid. Stupid. I'm sure I got at least 2 or 3 thumbs down. You know, somebody came in here complaining that I took that away. It's just because I want to be able to do my live and have fun without worrying about how many of those I got. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, because I want to be able, oh, 0? Oh, look at that. They put them back up? Wow, that's odd. I took that idea away so I didn't have to give them their, you know, their, ammunition to keep coming. You know, when you get a troll raid and they see how many there are, they actually will come in droves and give you more. All of a sudden lately, I have been a very big yeah. Yeah. I actually did have a conversation with YouTube. They seem a little whatever. Oh, yeah, that's weird. They actually put the thumbs up, thumbs down back up. Oh, well. It probably won't be there later, but this is just silliness. You know, it's, you know, when I first started, I actually used to get a lot of, like, what do you call those trolls? Bots. I used to get a lot of bots in the beginning. And now it's just more like, it's a lot more personal these days, which leads me to believe it's someone who used to be friends and is no longer friends, and they probably feel really bad about that, but, you know, they did that to themselves. So, you're an ex for a reason, I guess. But whatever. I wish everybody who is no longer in the Sunnies well. That's all I can do. But maybe because I maybe because I joined the 2K club, you know, maybe now I get more and more trolls. Not sure. Don't care. You had to watch a commercial to get in here, so all the power to you. I appreciate that. So, whatever. It's sad, but, you know, it means you mean something if they keep coming anyways. So, I'm not worried about it. I know, Hunting Stuff with J&J was here the other day. Was he here yesterday? We were talking about this yesterday. Cool. He was in here yesterday, but another YouTuber who's a good friend had told me that he had a panel a couple weeks ago where this guy came in and he was like being all rude and nasty, and he brought the guy onto the panel, and the guy admitted to swatting people. Like it was like a fun thing to do. This guy admitted to just like doing swatting for the hell of it. He even laughed when he said that he gave some older guy a heart attack. But YouTube doesn't say anything about these things, which makes 0 sense. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't get it. And the pro gamer, wow. I'm not even in that community. I'm not even in the gamer community. I don't even mess around with that. I don't do gaming videos. I don't play video games on my channel. But whatever. That's okay. Huh. How do we get pregnant if I'm by myself? You guys, so that means you must believe in the, what's that? The, what is it? The Immaculate Conception. Well, guess what? I don't. So, there's that. I don't believe in that. I'm here with my dog all the time. I don't go out. I don't meet people. I'm here every day. Weird. And Frankie's a girl, so I think that would be kind of weird. I mean, I keep telling my kids I'd like to move away from here and get another dog. I would. Oops. I'd really like to get another pug. Ooh. I got a bacon and cheddar stuffed chicken breast for dinner. So that's what I'll be having. Or not. Not sure. Protein shake does seem about nice, too. I really like that Fairlife protein, the core protein shake from Fairlife. Those are really, really good. They literally taste like melted ice cream. You know, I probably am a little low on my protein today, so I may just do that, have a protein shake for dinner, and get back to normal tomorrow. So for the coffee cakes in here, I did go to Dunkin' today because it was in the same shopping center as as going to the grocery store. And I saw that they had the girls. I was actually like 50-50 on going in there. And I saw that they had the Girl Scout cookie flavored. I know. We should have a little compound. I want to get away from here. I want to move to California, for sure. Yep. They actually have the Girl Scout cookie ones right now, and they are really tasty. It's like almost tempting to walk to Dunkin' tomorrow to get one for breakfast. That's a really good one. Yeah, you want to move to California too, H7? Yeah, I want to move to California. I mean, it's just like New York, but a little more fancy, I guess. New York is just too much stuff going on. There was just an article that posted today. I know we were talking about Thomas Valva yesterday. So we were talking about how CPS made mistakes in the courts. Oh wow! Diets are hard. Yeah. Oh well, he's in the city, isn't he? He's in Manhattan, right? Yeah, I think so. Well, he was in NYPD, so I'm assuming that's where he lives. I don't know where he lives, but I like him. And we have NYPD officers that live here and, work there too. So I don't know where he lives. But that's a tough job to be an NYPD officer, though. Very tough. They don't get paid as much as the cops over here do. The cops here actually make more money than them and do a lot less. So yesterday we were talking about the case with Thomas Valva. And we were talking about, how CPS was, made a mistake and the courts made a mistake. There's a petition running to get the judge that was involved in the case disbarred. And so today I saw an article that said that Child Services, the county is going to be doing an internal investigation. An internal investigation, which means Child Services is going to be investigating what Child Services did wrong in this case. That's like having an issue with the police officer and calling their people. Yeah. Wow. Wow, 20 years? Wow. That's a long time. That's probably a very tough job to do for 20 years. Wow. God bless him. So that's what they're saying. They're saying that the county internal review service is going to be doing an internal investigation on how CPS made the mistakes they did in regards to this case. This is not the first time that this stuff has happened. I talked a lot about a friend of mine who is doing 20 to life because Child Services was investigating somebody. He was begging them to look into her, and they let her go, and then the baby died. Hey, Tabby. So it's actually the same area too. It's actually, I believe, the same. In fact, I'm going to see if I get in contact with my friend's mom. I wonder if this holds any weight for him to get out of jail. Because CPS was investigating this girl, and he was, my friend Howie was begging for help. And because he was the last person to touch the child, he was the one who got pinned. He got charged with man one. But she walked free. So, and then she had another child a few years ago, and that child was actually removed from her. So, and I have a lot to say about child services around here. I've had my personal experiences about them, and like I said in my live yesterday, I actually went to school to I actually went to the Human Services program. I had kind of thought about becoming a social worker, and I realized I didn't want to do that kind of job. And so I had taken a class called Intro to Human Services. And one class, they actually brought a supervisor from their special victims unit. And this was just after another case had failed as well. There was another case that the mother was mentally unstable, and they were supposed to do wellness checks, and the mother ended up putting the baby into the washing machine. They failed that case too. Like I said, my kid's dad, he was, for a long time, he was allowed to use child services as a form of harassment, because the way they do things here is, no call is ever not investigated, so he was abusing the resources and the service, and they would allow it. They would allow him to do that. They would allow him to make calls every week. Someday, I feel like someday one of my kids is going to come forward and say, why didn't you do something? Because this, and this was going on. And let me tell you, I've already told Child Services, if I ever find out that they made a mistake, that I will sue them for that. Now they're really in trouble. Now they're really, really in trouble because of this case. The law guardian is, the law guardian that was involved probably is in trouble as well. Hopefully that's not the guy that I've been working with for years. I hope not. Don't know. But so they announced today, the county executive, Steve Ballone, released a statement stating that they're going to be doing an internal investigation. I think that's literally a waste of time for an internal investigation. I think the FBI needs to come in and do something, because it's just going to get swept under the rug. It really is. I don't think there's much that's going to come of this. I mean, I'm sure, part part of the reason that this happened is because the dad was a NYPD officer. Maybe Child Services was sympathetic to the idea that he was a cop. And, why would a cop go home and abuse his child like that, right? I mean, that seems a bit extreme, right? A cop abusing his own kid? Hello, Macomb. You know what I'm saying? So, that truly, I mean, I'm sure that played a part in all this, is that, Child Services probably took one look at the mother and said, oh no, the dad's a cop. So I'm sure the courts were swayed by the idea that their dad was a cop, and that's sad. It should never come down to that. What someone does for a living should have no like precedence over how they take care of their child. I mean, cops are known for abusing women at home. The number one offender of domestic violence are cops. And listen, this is not me bashing the police or any way, shape, or form. There are some really excellent cops out there, and then there's some not so excellent cops out there. And unfortunately, the not so excellent ones really make it look bad for the good ones. So that's not cool. You know what I mean? But so I'm guessing that's why things happen, is that they just overlooked all that. Just simply, like I said, because I hear some banging upstairs. I have a load of laundry in the washing machine that I have to move to the dryer. So I hope she's not doing anything. I am so, like, on the edge of my seat. Me and the other lady were talking a little while ago, and we were talking about, our fears about her. Last night, let me tell y'all something. After my live stream last night, I took a shower, and the water was going on my arm, and it literally felt like somebody was grabbing my arm and pulling me away. And I kept looking up at the ceiling. I thought something was going to happen. I actually thought something did happen, And something that me and the lady upstairs were talking about is our fears of what she is capable of. And the one thing I said to her is that there are two things I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of the fact that she's either going to do something to herself. Hey, Cajun boy. I am very worried that the lady upstairs is either going to do something to herself, or she is trying to take everybody here in this building down to hell with her. And I'm leaning towards door number 2. I really think she's looking to do some serious damages here. And I'm doing quite well, Cajun boy. How are you? It's actually quite warm out today. If it's not bad tomorrow, I actually may go walk into Dunkin' to get that coffee. Oh my gosh, did you guys try the caramel Girl Scout cookie latte coffee? You get an iced coffee too. That was really good. So me and the lady upstairs have agreed that the other lady that's causing all the problems, well, the issue is things are different now with mental health care. So what I mean by that is there was a time years ago, I've experienced this myself, there was a time where, if you made any kind of threats toward, to harm yourself, they would automatically, somebody would have, whether you're not, okay, let's say somebody said, you may not have, okay, this happened to me once, years ago, this is probably about, I don't know, 15-ish years ago, 15 years ago, me and this guy got into an argument online, and he called the cops and lied and said I made threats to harm myself. So what happened was the cops showed up and said by law they had to take me to the hospital. I had no choice. I had to go and have, a evaluation. Unfortunately, that's what they used to do. But now things have changed where you can say truthfully that this person said this, this, and this. And if the cops show up, they now, hey, Brian, now but now, well, see, now here's the other issue is now the cops give the person or persons their right to decide whether or not they feel the need to go to the hospital, which has its upsides and its downsides. You know, um, first off, you don't somebody who's being malicious will no longer have the power just to make a phone call and have you committed. But then there's the downside to it is, like when the lady upstairs destroyed the box on the side of the house, or she stole my mail, or she moved my washing machine, pulled the hose off, and tried to flood me out, is that now because I said she did this, they won't take her in, you know. So with the housing part, these housing agencies are they require an authorization from the Office of Mental Health. So in order to evict her, they need to give her the tools. They need to give her tools on how to better herself. And they gotta take time to they have to give her time to do what she needs to do, or not do what needs to do. Yeah, I know. And then, well, let's not forget the fact that they moved another lady up there now too. So some other lady moved in, and now she's going to be subjected to this as well. I have no idea why they would move in somebody else. I have no idea why they would move somebody else in here while this lady is clearly in crisis. She's clearly in a mental health crisis. And I mean, I'm not a psychiatrist or a therapist in any way, shape, or form, but as somebody who's suffered from mental health issues most of my teen years and as an adult, you can clearly recognize what is wrong here. So she really, I mean, I know some people don't understand, but I truly do feel bad for her because she is in a level of crisis. She's in this big level of crisis where she, like I said, she's either going to do something harmful to herself, or she's going to keep going the way she's going, and she's going to, make it bad for everybody else here, and that would be completely terrible. And that would be absolutely horrible. I don't know what we would do if, I can't go homeless. I pay a lot of money here. I can't move either. I do get Section 8, but with Section 8, yes, I can move anywhere in this country I want. But what they don't tell you is that if you were to go to an apartment complex and you say, listen, I have Section 8 and I'd like to check out an apartment, and if you like it, they can legally charge you an $800 non-refundable application fee. It's $300. The one place I called, it was $300 for the application itself, $400 deposit, and a $100 credit check. Now listen, my credit's bad. I don't need to pay you $100 to tell you that my credit is bad, flat out. And I mean, that's definitely a level of discrimination. If I mean, I understand Section 8 is, people do abuse it and things like that, but it's not free. When you're on Section 8, it's not a free program. You're not living somewhere for free. You're paying 30 to 40% of whatever it is you're making for your rent. So, that's that. It's not free. Nobody's living in this apartment for free. And actually, my rent, I pay a lot more than the one upstairs. But unfortunately, I cannot complain to Section 8 because the one thing they're going to tell me is that I would have to move. So, and Section 8 is not going to help me find another place to move to either. So, again, it's a mess. She needs to go. She needs to get help. The police are not really doing very much for her. And the housing agency, they claim that they're working on it, but OMH is the one that gets to decide. And I just found out that the person who is in charge of Section 8 actually got his job. Prior to this job, he was a peer specialist, Now, if you don't know what a peer specialist is peer-to-peer. So I can just go take a few month training and become a peer specialist. He got hired to be the head of OMH as a peer specialist. He's not a therapist. He's not a social worker. He's not any of that. But it seems like him and the person who runs this agency are in cahoots together. And it's hard because I was told the best case scenario with what was going on here was to detach my housing agency from the complaints. But unfortunately, it seems like I don't have any other options to do here. But I literally have nowhere to complain to. Although I had posted on my Facebook page about what was going on here, and my state senator had seen the post, and he said if I needed anything at all to give him a call, and I can make an appointment to go over there and talk to him about that. So I do intend to do that. I do intend to make an appointment and discuss things with him and see if I could fix it. Yeah, but the thing is this, is that some people, I mean, I know I'm guilty of this too. It is Taco Tuesday, Jeff. Yes, you're right. Here's the other thing is, like, I'm kind of guilty of this too, is sometimes some people are just really good actors. And, when they go to their psychiatry appointments, they play like they didn't do anything wrong. You get what I'm saying? They play that they are okay and there's nothing to worry about. So there's that. This is why I talk a lot about the fact that mental health care needs to change. Relying on the chemicals to solve a problem is obviously not working. I talk a lot. I like I said, I'll admit that, when I go, I mean, I'm doing okay, but in the past, I would say I'm doing okay when I'm really not, to avoid me being prescribed more medication. So this is why I talk a lot about the mental health care system needs to move away from the medication idea and move towards cognitive behavior therapies, rehabilitation and things like that. For one, we don't want to have to be, yeah. I'm sure she does. Yeah, I'm sure she does. That's probably exactly what she's doing. And, I mean, she's turned around and said that I'm not the one, she actually accused me of stealing her mail. And that I'm crazy and that she's not touching my washing machine. But, it's clear she really can't get away with these lies because you have to remember, it's 2 against 1 at this point. And, yep, tomorrow's hump day. At this point, it's really me again. It's 2 against her. So, I've asked them to do that, and they said that they couldn't put it in the garage because it's a common area. I don't understand that. It's not like we're getting naked in the garage. It's totally not like we're getting dressed or having sex in the garage, so it's not like it's violating my privacy. I think they totally need to put a camera in there. And outside. I mean, she's doing more than just this. She's peeing. Yeah. Well, I have no problems with it. I have no problems with them putting a camera in there. She's already violating, she's violating much more than my privacy. So anything they can do to put an end to her shenanigans works for me. She needs help. I mean, it's obvious she needs help. She needs some help. She needs to be committed. She needs something. I don't know. She just needs to be removed from here. And like I said, for me, the stupidest part is that they threw somebody else up there. It's all about the dollars. Yeah. Yeah. Right. They need, I don't mind them putting, yeah, exactly. Anything communal, it's not allowed. Oh. Yeah. I wish they would. I wish they would. I mean, like I said, they put somebody else up there. See, that's the thing, is that they wanted to they put somebody else up there to, you know, collect the rent. You know what I mean? I don't know what to say there. I hope that the new girl is just as good, or, you know, whatever, to put an end to it. Who knows? Maybe this girl's a badass and she'll just beat the crap out of her. I don't know. That's just my thoughts, you know. Maybe that's it. Maybe they'll just, maybe that'll be it. She'll just get beat up or something. Yeah. Yeah. You know, and the thing is, I really appreciate the fact that, you know, these agencies do exist and they give us a safe place to live. But this is just, I think, you know, it's just a mess. It really is. I mean, the thing is, they have group homes. They do have group homes. It's not like, you know, they really don't have to evict her. They really don't have to put her homeless. They could just move her to a group home where she would have 24/7 care. That's where she should be going. Yeah. Yeah. I call the police on her all the time, and I mean, the thing is, the cops are getting tired of this. See, that's another thing, is the cops will get tired of this. And that's going to be another problem, is the cops are going to get mad and they're not going to want to deal with this anymore too. And then we got that problem. Later, Artist Devil. See you later. We will be doing game night tonight, me and Jamie, so we will be doing that later. This is just our chatty patty hour. But yeah, I think that's the thing, is that, you know, they really could just move her to a group home. Oh yes, that's the article I was going to get into, is just so you know, there's actually a child that's missing on Long Island. The woman was supposed to return the child to CPS and she didn't. I'm wondering if this is going to be another incident on their end, you know. Well, I guess we shall see what happens here. Yeah, so she needs help. And like I said, I do truly feel bad for her, because I think she needs help. I think she's crying for help and she's not being listened to. And yes, sometimes you do, you know, sometimes you do need to push somebody into getting help. You know, I'm all for, like, you have to wait till they hit rock bottom and then you get them help. But at the same time, you know, there's a certain point where, you know, you have to do something for them before they hurt somebody else or themselves. And I do think that she is definitely, I do think, yeah. Well, this month has been so long. It's so long. Ugh. But thankfully it's almost over. Monday's payday. Monday's payday. Yeah, I mean, that lady is protected. She is very, very protected by, but she needs to go. She needs to get herself to a group home. It really wouldn't be the worst case scenario to at least take her to a group home or take her to the hospital so she can, get reassessed or something. I don't know. It's so, it's just such a mess. And I just really worry about her. I do worry about her, and I worry about what's going to happen here. Unfortunately, I do have to fill out my, you know, uh, you know what? Like, the thing is, her team. She well, if we're talking about her psychiatrist and her therapist and stuff like that, she probably is really acting very well, and they don't see it. As far as the housing people go, they're well aware of her behavior, and unfortunately, like I said, it's the Office of Mental Health is. I could talk to the housing people. I have no idea who her I have no idea who her therapist is. And I'm not allowed to know because that would be a breach of the HIPAA law. I've actually requested a sit down. Yeah. I've actually requested a sit down with her, and I was told because she doesn't want to do that, they won't grant a sit down with her. I mean, I am me. I'm Miss Kelly, and I'm not somebody who will, tear you to shreds, I'm all bark and no bite, but I have no intentions of doing any harm or anything to her. I just really want to, understand what's going on here and be involved because she stole my mail. I lost my insurance for over a month, and, she's done a lot of stuff. It's a lot, and I don't want to have to waste. What I really don't want is to waste an hour, my therapy time to talk about her and her shenanigans. That shouldn't be a thing either. I should not have to waste, my 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 time with that. So that's a shame too, is that I have to waste, my therapy appointments to discuss these things. Although my therapist does reach out to my housing and let them know that, this is affecting me and, we got to fix it or else. But there's really not, unfortunately, yeah, exactly. The thing is, the Office of Mental Health, I spoke to them last week, and it sounds like they're literally working together right now. How so? I have no idea. But, that's the shame of it all, is that we are literally stuck. We're literally stuck, and, hopefully they do something with her before it becomes, really dangerous. And, anyways, guys, I am going to be back, I think, at 8 o'clock tonight, and Jamie's going to be on at 9. So, we will have game night. And we'll talk about, we might be able to talk a little bit more later, but I'm going to make some chicken. I got to go check my laundry, make sure she didn't do something. And I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.